Hello. Um, just wanted to put this into words as well as a blog. So tomorrow is the Transgender Day of Remembrance, and across the UK and America and other parts of the world, lots of people in our community are going to be coming together to commemorate and remember those who've been killed in the past 12 months in transphobic attacks, regardless of their actual gender identity. There are, as far as I'm aware, no names on this year's list from the United Kingdom, which does not by any means suggest that there have been no victims of violence or deaths. The lists don't even begin to attend to the huge number of our brothers and sisters who've killed themselves due to the terrible pressures they're under. But still, I think that fact is important for those of us from the UK to consider. I'm currently in Sao Paolo, in Brazil, with Abby. We're guests of Sexbox, which is an international conference gathering activists from around the world, sharing experiences and having discussions and talking about strategies of how to fight against the oppression that people of all sexualities and genders face in all the aspects of that. There's a focus here on non-violent communication and of meeting people outside of your own circle and hearing other points of view. It's clear from even the short time we've been here the drastic difference between the lives of many trans people here and ours. And if you go to a remembrance event tomorrow, the vast number of names you're going to hear will be Brazilian. We've been invited tomorrow to hold a ritual space, and I wanted to invite anyone else who wanted to mark the occasion to join us online to observe and listen to the voices of this community. We're going to be streaming it through Facebook Live at 2 p.m. GMT, and if that technology doesn't work, then it'll be available to observe afterwards. And when we're done and we come back to the UK, I want to think long and hard about the future of this day and the way in which we observe it from a position of huge global privilege and relative safety. How can we use it as an opportunity to turn our gaze outwards and listen to the voices that are not usually heard? How can we use it as an impetus to do better in our activism and our support of vulnerable people the rest of the year? What spaces do there need to be in our communities all year round in order to ensure that we don't need to hijack this one to feel good? So we might not host an event next year and instead put our energies into supporting other people to hold events, providing the structure and help to do so, as we're doing here in Brazil. And to this end, we're going to share the structure of the Caden ritual we've held in the UK for the past 2 years, and which we'll be holding tomorrow in Sao Paolo. So that will be downloadable from our website, and anyone's welcome to use it to mark this or other occasions. And we'll share the print and everything else that we've got for that. So please join us tomorrow, and also let us be mindful in our discussions and posts around the day that although our lives in the UK are hard and fraught and full of the threat of violence, the vast majority of people whose deaths we are literally discussing in these events are taking place very far away. We should not be ignoring it, but we should keep an awareness of who we're actually commemorating and use this as a catalyst for support and kindness and change, not make it about us. Lots of love to you all. Peace and light.